I hate using this camera on my laptop because I feel like I move and then like 3 seconds later the screen moves. So it's like watching myself in slow motion and it's terrifying. When I use Zoom calls, it's so high quality, and then I do this and it's like I'm filming on a potato. I don't know where that logic adds up. I'm also using a microphone typed to a Harry Styles prayer candle, so that's also something we're doing today. And it's only gonna get weirder from here. I'm gonna blame quarantine on this one for my lapse of judgment. I honestly think you can call it a cry for help more than a lapse of judgment. I was searching on the internet yesterday, and I thought, why aren't there just giant pillows? Like not like dog beds, not like poofs, but like giant pillows, like body pillows, but like better. And I thought, where's the one place you can go that's just like crazy? So I went on Etsy and I searched in body shaped body pillow. Because I was like, for sure someone is making these. It's Etsy. Surprisingly, no one. But why is no one making body shaped body pillows? Why this is a question I ask myself, I don't know, but it did keep me up at night. So I decided I was going to make my own body shaped body pillow. CIA, police, please do not come for me. I hate myself just as much as everyone else does for making this. I had several breakdowns while doing it, and I still don't like my choices. Okay, so to start this off, I was like, how's the easiest way we're gonna do this? So I grabbed some clothes, a t-shirt, some socks, and some sweats. Update, you do not need the socks. It was way too hard to sew. And then some extra fabric so that you can make a head and arms out of them. Yep, you heard me correctly. I chose like a plush type, like a microfiber cotton type thing. The type of fabric you would make sleeping clothes out of, also known as pajamas. I also just had it lying around because I was going to make shorts out of them for me to sleep in, but I like, why? This is better for them to be made into this anyways. What I started by was putting the t-shirt down and marking where it was and then just cutting rectangles out of the fabric for the arms, and then I did the same thing by putting the t-shirt down, marking where the like necklines were, and then kind of made a shape out of it. Not only was I making this monstrosity, but also stupidly marked on the like right side of the fabric, so when I sewed it, the marker lines were still there. So don't do that. Don't do any of this. After all of that monstrosity happened, I sewed the arms and the head, and then when I did the arms, I just put a curve like where the hands would be. I took it and I pinned them to the shirt and I sewed them to the shirt. This is a monstrosity, like I've said previously, so I did not care about seams being exposed. And then this is where things got tricky. So I sewed one of the feet onto the legs. It was awful. It was an awful experience. I hated it. I was watching a Bob Ross tutorial that I wasn't following because I was making this instead, and I was still stressed out. So ended up just cutting the sock off even after I sewed it all on because it was just awful and I didn't want to do it again. And hand stitched. I took the effort to hand sew because we have come this far. I had to at least see it through. So I first put the shirt on the outside and then started sewing it. And as I was stuffing it, realized I hated that as I was stuffing it. Ooh, I hate myself for this whole thing. As I was getting stuffing into the pillowcase, I just realized it was taking a lot of stuffing, so I seam ripped it and then I took the t-shirt and I put it inside the sweatpants. This looked a lot nicer too, because if you're gonna have this, it might as well look okay. You guys can't see it, but it is currently sitting. It is sitting right over there, and as I'm recording this, and I don't like it. I kind of made a short king, not gonna lie. He was definitely shorter than what I predicted. I also didn't give him feet. I just freaking sewed the ends of the sweatpants right up because I was like, yep, this is right. Because I was over the project. It was taking so much stuffing. And that was where my patients were at. So I made a short king. He looked thicker than a Snicker. Honestly, looked better in those sweatpants than I ever did. So I now live with this thing in my house.